Welcome to Potion Sword Run. In this episode, we're going to be talking about cozy games again because I'm a cozy gamer. What? Yes, I am. Don't judge me because I don't have my coziness on right now. It's hot. It's hot. And so is this game, Fruitbus. You heard it? Fruitbus. It's a cozy game where you travel around different parts of an island making fruit cups for people. Fruit salads, should I say. That's where you start off. But you don't just do fruit salads. Eventually, your fruit bus, you get to upgrade it, not just with decorations, but actual tools and stuff to make different type of foods. You get a blender, you can make smoothies, different type of smoothies. You can also make soups and eventually stir fries, and then you can mix all the ingredients together. It just depends on what the customers want, and that's pretty much what you do. You go around these different little towns and locations and 3 different islands, and you serve up cuisines from your fruit truck. You also have to go and scavenge for these fruits and trees, and my cat right here just keeps on messing with me. Digging up for carrots, apples, lemons, bananas, mushrooms, and you gotta go around looking for this stuff, and then you take it to your truck. You gotta buy, things to hold it, different type of boxes, shelves. You decorate your whole truck however you want, outside in, paint it. The list goes on. There's so much things to do. But the whole thing about the game is serving up dishes that these residents want. And there's important residents called RSVPs, VIPs, and there's other ones that you just gotta do like side quests. But you pretty much gotta serve these people different type of dishes that they want. You gotta go make sure you have the fruit and stuff to make it. You gotta make sure you know how to make the recipes. Some want complicated things, like they want stuff that's stir fried and also blended into the salad. So it's just like very confusing things sometimes. But the good thing about this game and it being cozy is that there's no time limit. There's no rush. So once you go and set up your little spot, you open up, they come in, form a line, and if you have the products, cool. If you don't, send them away, and hopefully it's not a NPC where you have to do a side mission for. If it is, then you have to come back the next day with the right products, and that's where it gets you. But there's also just regular tourists that just want like simple stuff that you can make, and you make money, and then you buy stuff, and the cycle continues. I've been playing it for about maybe 15 hours now. I've unlocked all different maps. I unlocked all the different foods. I'm working on different recipes. I'm pretty much just working on all the little side quests that I gotta do, and the main quest, and see how it ends. I don't know how it ends. I'm not sure if it even ends, but there is a lot to do in this game. It's fully fleshed. The art style's fun. The vibe is fun. Making the dishes and stuff is actually fun. I'm loving it. I want to keep on exploring and see what the different NPCs or like town folk. They all have their own little kind of personalities. They tell you different stories of what's going on. The whole point is that this fruit truck was your grandmother's fruit truck, and she used to be famous, going around everywhere feeding people. And so you want to throw a big farewell tour for your grandma. And it's kind of cool. What's cozy about it is that not only the vibes you get from this game, but you also have a connection with your grandma. So you have memories of her through these dishes. So some of these dishes you make end up being kind of special, and you get to taste them yourself. And through those, you get throwback memories of your grandma.
That's a good sandwich, isn't it? A good sandwich always makes me proud, but not as proud as I am of you today. I never would have managed to feed all those customers without your help, Pumpkin. These... what do they call it? LARPers.
But it's also cool because she also gives you little quests to go find different hidden time capsules. So it's another angle too. It's a wholesome, cozy game. It's fun with a lot of things to do. I don't see myself beating it anytime soon because there is a lot, like, you have to travel to so many places and serve so many dishes to different little characters that you just can't do it like in one big sit. I've been binging it. and I still can't, see the end yet. I have finished some of the little quest lines, but there's like a big old wedding going on. There's like so many things going on within all these different towns and different angles, different stories you gotta go. Like my mom, she's disassociated with the fruit truck. Her fruit bus. Her and my grandmother had some kind of falling out, and so there's that angle I gotta go, and pursue as well. Man, this game is just fun. And you have the freedom actually to go wherever you want and do whatever you want. Like you can't do whatever you want. Like you can't fly and stuff. But I mean, like if you want to go sell in this little spot right here, then cool. But eventually you need to go to the towns and do the rounds because the characters also move around as well to different locations too. And some of them have a list of things you got to do. So anyways, I'm not really sure what the game is about besides trying to reconnect the fruit bus with these local towns and inviting them to a big old hurrah, like a big old party we're gonna have for my grandmother's going away, just to celebrate the fruit truck. That's the only thing that I know so far. 15 hours in, you get to upgrade tools. You get tools to cook. You have to buy tools. Like at first you're very limited, and like I said, eventually you buy things, you upgrade, and you get more complicated. But it all just fits perfectly. Like it all makes sense. Yeah, there's nothing like when I think about the drawbacks. I don't really see too many drawbacks. Some people might say the graphics are maybe too simplistic, but I kind of like it. It's like a charm. It makes me feel at ease, makes me feel cozy, and so I like that aspect of it. There isn't really much that I don't really like about the game right now. I'm trying to think, like, what's the drawback? Because I was playing recently this county, and when I finished it, maybe 20 hours in, 15 hours in, I don't know how long it took me, but it felt unfinished. Like, there's so many unfinished angles in the game that just didn't, make sense. And so far here, like, no, everything kind of just makes sense. It's cohesive. You get to scavenger stuff. You get to explore a little. There ain't really much, like, hidden stuff, like, like hidden secrets or anything like that. I haven't found anything like that. But it just like the whole point is to be foraging for these fruits and making these dishes and for these people, and then eventually getting to the end with a big party, I guess, and we'll see how that goes. And when I get there, I will share my thoughts with you and let you know what my final thoughts are. But in this series, I like to play cozy games and let you know if they're cozy or lazy, because some of them start to feel cozy, like but then end up being lazy. And this game, I can confidently say, is not lazy. It is cozy. It has its own little identity. There's another game coming out called Outbound or something like that, where you travel in a van, but that's more like a van life travel thing, blog type of game, I think. This one is more like in a big old funny bus, and you're fixing it up, and you're just trying to sell dishes that you make up, and you're out there cutting stuff, blending stuff, soup, moving the motion with your spoons and the spatulas and different things like that, which is pretty fun and entertaining. And I would definitely recommend it if you're a cozy gamer like myself. If you ever wondered what it was to run like a taco truck or a food truck, this is definitely gives you that experience. Like I said, even though it's a little hectic sometimes, and you may mess up on a dish because you just didn't get one thing right. And if you do mess up on the dish, they won't pay you for it. But the more exotic the dish is, the more the money you get. So it's just, I don't know, it's just fun. There's also one little cool thing that I like too. Even if you mess up on a dish, like if you're just practicing on something because you wanted to, you have a little display window on the bottom of your truck where you have 3 different specials, and you can put your specials there, and someone can come and go, oh, can I get the salad special, and get them whatever you made. And sometimes if you can make a dish worth a lot of money, those really pay off. Or they just get you out and buy them, or they just come in and get like the apple smoothie because you want to get rid of apples because you have too many apples. Things like that. There's just so many different ways that you can run your truck. And I think it's a cool experience for the cozy people who want to run a truck in a kind of island vibe environment. There is like different places, like there's a volcano where you gather chili peppers, but there isn't like like you can't go into the town besides gas stations where you can buy stuff. Like there isn't like no collecting. You can buy things to like upgrade your bus, like plants and paint and stuff like that. But there's like no going into towns houses. There's no like town building or stuff like that. You cannot like affect any of the land around you, any of the game around you besides what is your food truck. So from that angle, I just want you to know it's limited, but when you know that it's just a fruit bus, that's the whole main of the thing, to have a fruit truck and go sell your wares and get to the end game. It's definitely a good game, and I recommend it. I'm gonna leave it right there. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys, about this game, if it's up your alley or if it's like not your style. Because even though I like cozy games, there's some cozy games where it's just like it's not my vibe. But this one definitely hit. I think it's the whole fruit truck and trying to like modify it and run it the way I want to and stuff is that I like the most. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Remember, always be kind to yourself and enjoy your life. And I'll meet you right there. Peace.